Hi, Eric Gimbal, ericgimbal.com, and today I'm going to speak about a study made by the University of London that explains that when you start making picture, you start learning photography, you can do it without needing a girl with no clothes or little clothes. Let's start. Yes, this study explained that many people, they just buy a camera and straight away they urgently need to have a girl that poses for them, and if that girl has little clothes or is completely nude, it's even better. They think that this way they will learn photography a lot faster and a lot better. And this study explains that that's not the case. Luckily, it is possible to learn photography doing landscape, objects, people with clothes, men also not just women. So this is a great news. So you can actually learn without having the difficulty to find a girl that poses for you and that take off her dress or clothes. So this study is really good news. So after this short time of humor and irony, I'm going to tell you what I think. Well, photography, writing with light. So the most difficult thing in photography is actually to dominate light, whether it's natural light or artificial, but without you changing it like I don't know, a street light or whatever, or flash units or whatever, or the sun. So whatever light it is, the hard thing is dominate light. So until you do that, it's very difficult not to have a problem with your photography. So if you're doing landscape photography and actually the lighting is not too good, maybe you will not notice it that much, or it just show a landscape at a different time of the day. Or if you do an object and it makes a really long shadow on the floor, that may look like you wanted to do it this way and you like the shadow in the picture. But if you're doing someone and the shadow goes over of the nose, goes from the tip of the nose up to the ear, or the chin down to the chest, that's horrible. So obviously it's because you don't know how to light, so it's not going to look good. So no one's going to be satisfied with that picture. So until you actually know how to dominate light, you should not get people in front of your camera. Obviously, I'm not speaking about picture of a birthday party that just souvenir picture and doesn't really matter. I speak about shooting that have been thought or prepared. So actually, the urgency is dominate light, not to get people in front of your camera. So once you actually dominate with object, landscape, animals or whatever, then you can start with people. So the step is the most difficult thing to light, I think, is the skin. So it's logical to start with faces, so portraits or people with clothes. So if there's any problem on the clothes, you don't notice it too much. But if it's a nude body or bikini of little clothes, obviously it's going to be shown straight away. If you do like a light, side light, and that person has skin problem, you're actually going to see it a lot more. So this is very funny, because when I see some pictures that mostly girls, the lighting is so bad that their skin is bad, and you tell the photographer, yeah, but look at the skin. He says, oh, I like natural picture, I don't like Photoshop, I don't use Photoshop, I think girls must be like them as like they are really. Yeah, but you forget two things. Your camera doesn't see as your eyes, and I don't mean that your eyes concentrate only on bum cheeks and breasts. I speak about dynamic range. So actually the dark sides will look darker. I'm not doing a play on words with that. I speak about wrinkles. The wrinkle on digital camera will show a lot more than what you actually see. So it means the darker will be darker, so you will see more wrinkles. So You cannot make a picture of a person and then after that person looks worse on your picture than in the mirror at home. You have a girl that spent a lot of money on creams and anti-wrinkle product and all this, and then they see your picture, they're even worse than on the mirror. So they're going to get like depressed, you know. So obviously you need to get the level back to reality. You cannot leave it just like this. I don't speak about doing like so soft that it looks like a cup of tea. I speak about like actually get the skin back to its level. So at the time you learn photography and lighting, you should learn how to retouch skins, so that actually you get it back to reality. I don't mean to get it smoother than reality, but at least back to reality. This is my opinion, because digital photography has little dynamic range, so all default will get even worse. So once you do that, then you can start doing portrait more with clothes, then get the arm, nude arm with a t-shirt or whatever, or pair of shorts so you see the legs. And this is only when you actually dominate this that you can think about doing nude. But you must also know about your camera and how to use the angles, what lens to use, because I see people doing nude with a wide angle, and you see the girl that looks like a whale because a bomb is that big, just because of the angle that's been chosen. And then the photographer says, yeah, but there were little space, I needed to have a wide angle. Well, you cannot do a picture like this, you must do it somewhere else if you don't have space, or do it just a part of the body, or go somewhere else, because if you cannot disgrace someone just because your material is not the right gear, or the space is not enough. You must find a solution. You're playing with the image of a person. And very often the problem is not that you make the picture, because everyone has to make mistakes while learning. The problem is that people publish these pictures on Facebook, and then you have these people, they publish a picture of a girl, that picture is horrible, and then you have 300,000 likes, and they say, wow, people love my picture. No, they don't like your picture. They don't even see it's bad or if it's good. What they see is the girl, and the more skin they see, the better it is. And there you have two kind of person. You have the person that actually wants that girl to pose for him, so they will say anything like, wow, you great, nice picture, great pose, whatever. So that girl say, oh, I'd like you to make me a picture too. And you have the other one who's just trying to get a coffee with that girl, and probably a coffee with milk. Sorry for this bad play on word, sorry for this sense of humor. Okay, so honestly, if the picture is bad, don't even publish it. Keep learning. So I see that there are two kind of people who actually want to learn photography, and people who just want to see girls. Well, I've got good news. If you want to learn photography, more or less you know what I'm telling about and how you can learn photography. But if you want to see girls, I've got very good news, really good news. I am going to save you a lot of money. Don't even buy a camera, or don't even change your camera. You can even sell it and go to a swimming pool or to a beach, and there are thousands of girls in bikini. And if you go to a nude beach, there are also thousands of girls that are nude, and you can actually look at them. You walk around, some will be nicer, some will be worse, some will be of your taste, some won't, but you don't have to spend anything on material and gear and camera. You save all this, just go around, look at them and enjoy. If this is what you want, do it, but don't waste our time on the internet with your photography. Just go and look at them, okay? And actually, now I no longer organize workshop of nude photography. Before I did, but then time after time I noticed that in a workshop there are two kind of people who want to learn, and when it's their turn, because I only let people take pictures one by one, okay, and the other one have to wait and learn and listen and watch. And when someone wants to learn, when it's his turn, he makes a picture, and when it's not his turn, he's listen, ask you, check what is done, see what he could do better, all this. But then there are people who don't want to learn, they just want to watch girls that are nude. So when it's not their turn, they go sideways and make picture without you notice. They think you don't notice. Then I tell them, what are you doing? No, I'm making picture. I say, no, it's not your turn, you're bothering. No, I don't bother, I don't make noise. No, first, because the guy who is in turn hears you, sees you, and he stop his concentration. Then the model is very tempting to look at you instead of looking at the right photographer. So obviously you're bothering. Obviously you are. And when I notice this, there are people who just want to look at girls and they don't give a damn about what you're explaining, they don't give a damn about what you're teaching. And I see many workshops, you see the making of, and you see one guy at the right place and all the other one just making picture like crazy, stealing picture, and they don't realize that there's, especially in studio, there's only one place where the lighting is right, and this is where the right photographer has to be. And all the people on the side, they're not having the right light and the right pose for that picture, and the result is that they are getting lousy picture. But the worst thing is they are going to publish them on the internet, and they just play with the image of that girl, of that person. So when I noticed that, I got fed up. And I see that I was tired of making the police with, obviously that was not a majority, but with 1 or 2 out of 5 or 6 you have in a nude workshop, then you get tired of that and you say, well, sorry, but I don't want that anymore. I'll do other kind of picture, okay? And I see some workshop making off, and you look at it and you say, well, or the teacher doesn't give a damn, or it got tired, and I think many realize what I'm telling, but they get tired of being like a policeman, so they say, well, just give me your money and do the picture you want, I don't give a damn. The person wants to learn, learns, and the one that doesn't want to learn, doesn't learn, and that's it. That's not my way of saying things, but this is probably their way. I understand for them it's a business, and this is their way of doing this business. I don't criticize at all the way they manage the workshop. I criticize the attitude of this person that go. It's like if you go to a cooking lesson, it's your first day, and you say, what would you like to prepare today? Oh, I want to play with caviar. Say, what about a fried egg or a good sandwich? I could teach you that first. No, I want to play with caviar. No, come on. You stop by the start, and then you will go higher, better as you learn cooking. Same thing with photography. So I know that many people are going to put me a thumb down because they're gonna get offended. Why is this guy telling me that? But I know that also many people know what I'm speaking about. Why? Because they've started thinking this, they made picture and they saw the difficulty and they understood that to better the technique before asking people to pose, and before getting to nude, they actually needed this even more knowledge before doing this. So I know they will understand that, and they will probably agree. And people who don't agree with me because they get offended, you know, they know what I think about them. They know, I've just told it. They just are people that just want to see girls that are nude. They don't give a damn about photography. That's it. And if this is the way they are, that's the way they are. If they get offended for me telling it, well, that's it. Okay. So I hope you like this study by the University of San Brandon. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. There's a small button down here and also a small bell. If you click on it, you will get notified when I upload a new video. My website, ericgimbal.com. If you have any question, leave a comment below or send me an email to info@ericgimbal.com. And also put some links to other parts of my YouTube channel and links of my gear on Amazon. Thank you very much. Bye.